You've reached the something something hotline. You can tell us anything you want. Just make sure you tell us everything.
Okay, so here's what's going on.
Isn't that crazy? What would you do in that situation?
Look, I know I shouldn't have done it. It just felt so right.
Honestly, like, I don't want to be a bad friend, but I just don't feel like I'm in the wrong.
I don't really know what her problem
You know,
is.
like,
It was
I don't know
actually
what else
great.
I can say.
Like, am I crazy
insane.
for that?
There is no
What do
way
you think
this
I should
was
do?
Then she called me and told me that, like, she didn't
Is something
think
wrong with
friends
me?
with him
Am I a
anymore.
bad
I know this is
and-
going to sound mean. I just have to get it off my chest. What do you think? Is it me? Or is it them?
I don't know who else to talk to about this.
Oh my god, dude. I need to sit up straight. My fucking spina bifida is flaring up.
I have no idea what spina bifida
I have
is.
no idea what spina bifida is.
Should I look it up?
Yeah, I want to know.
I just need to, I like, the way I think it's spelled in my brain, and I'm about to type it out, is like, for my eyes only. It's like, so
Spine dash bifida.
bifida.
Spina.
It's 2 words. Spina, space, bifida. It's as dumb as you think. A congenital defect of the spine in which part of the spinal cord and its meninges are exposed through a gap in the... Bitch, ew! This is disgusting looking.
Oh, not my meningus.
Spina bifida life expectancy? Dude, this shit will cook you.
Dude, thank God you didn't have spina bifida.
Real close.
Real
Dude, it's
close.
like a nodule in your back. Oh, God, girl.
Is it like a leaky one? A leaky...
It's like infants. I feel like I'm on the flight logs looking at this. Don't look it up.
Epstein files, spina bifida, leaky meningus.
It's really bad. And with that, I'd love to say hello. Welcome back to the Something Something Hotline. My name is Sloan, and I do not have spina bifida.
My name is Bella, and I just have a hunchback.
And we're back. Back is the theme of the day.
Heyo!
God, we have had so much fun in the wake of episode 1. Thanks everybody for listening. Thanks for calling again. It's all the same people. You guys are riddled with mystery and drama, and we are so happy to be the receptacle, like a beautiful little trash can for all of your bullshit. Thank you so much for sharing your bullshit with us.
Yes, thank you. You honestly, I don't think anyone has any idea how excited it makes us. How truly. Hey, thank you for giving us a reason to live, actually. So.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. We owe our lives to you, dear caller. Mm-hmm. It's a call literally from a kid that says, "My mom's gay," and we're like, and that call changed my life forever.
It changed everything.
It saved me. Well, now I guess it's our turn to return the favor. We will save you back, and we will just get started with our first caller.
Hi, ladies. I called in earlier to submit my question, and I'm realizing I maybe didn't say everything. I know that you guys want to hear everything, so let me start from the beginning. So I recently in my dating life, I've been feeling as though I'm dating these men that appear to be emotionally available, and then upon discovery after a few weeks, a month, whatever, that they clearly aren't, and then they kind of back away and end things sort of abruptly, and it's leaving me kind of confused. So the latest guy, we dated for, it was like 2.5 weeks. We went on 5 really solid, amazing dates, and he initiated most of these, like it was mutual, but you know, at the end of each date he'd be like, "I'd love to see you again," and I'd be like, "Same, love to see you again too. Let's get this planned. Great, let's keep the momentum going." You know, that felt like a nice mutual attraction. We got along so well, laughed together, already felt like we were making like inside joke kind of vibe. He seemed to compliment me, like it felt like a bit of an opposites attract. He had brought it up first that he felt that way, And I agreed. I thought it was going really well. I felt very calm and safe, and it wasn't feeling like love bomby sort of vibe, like, at all. It just felt like two people that were like genuinely enjoying each other, and we wanted to keep seeing each other. And so, okay, it was 5 dates in 2 weeks. We had sort of planned dates back to back. There was a Sunday date and then a Tuesday date lined up because he was going to Arizona for a week with his family or whatever. So Sunday went well, another amazing date. You know, we only reached the point of like making out, which for me, like, I've been wanting to take things slower, and I mentioned that to him. He was totally down. He wanted intentional, slow, getting to know someone, friends first kind of shit.
I have to say this. I love this, like, innocent and wholesome desire to be friends with someone first. But, my God, that's like skipping over the part where you're like hot and heavy for each other and going straight to the 5 years of marriage part where like you go in and out. That's all I'll say.
No, I agree with that. I think both sides can work, but I think you and I are one of those people where we like to just go a little crazy in the beginning, get a little nutty.
I need the passion to be there.
Yeah, get a little nutty.
Later on,
you can be the friends.
Dude, you don't like, in my experience, you can't just like ignite passion halfway through a friendship.
Right.
At some point, one or both people go, why would I fuck my friend? You're my friend.
Hello, brother.
Hello, brother. Give me a big wet kiss. Anyway.
So yeah, again, I thought everything was going great. We had Tuesday planned. We wanted to make it a longer date, like almost like an all day into the evening, maybe sort of all night, not sleeping over or anything, but just like a late night date. And that morning he texted me and was like, hey, I've been doing some honest checking in with myself after our last couple dates, and I'm not feeling enough of a long-term connection here to keep this going. You're really fun to be around, but something doesn't feel aligned on a romantic level for me. I know you're looking to build something real, and I don't want to lead you on. I'm so sorry for the surprise shift here, and I wish you the best. So I guess my question is, why, as an emotionally secure woman who kind of laid it out on the table of what I was expecting and looking for, and then receiving all this mutual attraction and reciprocation, why do they suddenly pull away the moment that things start to feel mutual? And maybe another question, do men like this, do they ever come back around? Do they change their mind and decide that they had their fucking head up their ass and made a mistake or something? Yeah, those are my questions. Thanks, ladies.
Well, I have a lot of things to say that really surprised me, actually, about myself and about my understanding of relationships in their inception that I didn't realize. So thank you for enlightening me, caller. God, you guys are so smart.
God, we fucking love ya.
Oh, we love ya. Well, I'm really curious to hear what you have to say because our lives as it stands right now looks so fucking different. I am married. I've been married for like 2 years now, with my husband for 3 years. Trajectory couldn't be more different from like the lifestyle that you are living right now, although you were kind of in like a long-term, whatever, that doesn't feel like all that relevant. But our styles of independence are kind of different.
Yeah.
Whatever, who cares? I'm curious what you have to say is what I'm trying to say.
I would agree. Well, first and foremost, my first thought here was, I can appreciate the honesty from his end. I completely agree. It seems like the communication was good. It seems like there was, I don't know, maybe there were no red flags, or maybe there were and they were missed.
It sounds like there weren't any flags
at all.
Just no colors,
no flags.
Just gray.
It just is what it was. And sometimes that's fine. But yeah, first and foremost, I appreciate the honesty. I think that when people are dating each other, irregardless of how many dates they go on, what that might have looked like, what it might have felt like, I think that people are allowed to change their minds ultimately, especially before reaching the commitment part of a relationship. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh my God.
So I don't know. I personally, I appreciated that on his end, and I'm glad that he gave that to you sooner rather than later.
Totally.
Because that could have ended very poorly in the long run.
Okay, so again, I took notes on these calls right when I was collecting them, and you guys leave multiple parts, so I like splice them together before I send them to Bella, so I get a little more airtime with these, and I like to write down my initial thoughts and then kind of look back at them, and as we're listening together, be like, okay, what am I thinking? Once again, lots of changes from my first listen to now. I think your question is a very female-centric point of view of why do men pull away when it feels good and it feels like it's going well. That might sound harsh to hear, and by no means do I think men are like lesser than women. I'm not that kind of girl. I think that the way men think, based on the chemicals that pump through their body and the hormones that pump through their body, is different than us, and we can really easily get our feelings hurt by that because it's a little more base, if I'm going to be really honest. Not to say that men don't have like beautiful complex emotions, but I don't think that they happen often at the exact same time of inception of a relationship as women wish it would. Mm-hmm. Hence every fucking episode of Sex and the City you've ever seen.
Right.
Men are a little bit more delayed gratification when it comes to emotional connection. I think men want to feel emotionally connected to a person. But is that the driving force to a male's attraction? I don't know. This is an umbrella statement, but I'm going to go ahead and confidently say, like, men need to, like, eat the fucking flesh off your bones at first. Then take that flame and turn it down slowly to like a nice roaring medium heat for the long term of your relationship. Mm-hmm. But at first, I think it needs to like boil their insides. I feel like they need to like look at you and want to fucking throw up because they're like, if I don't bust a giant load right now, I'm not going to be able to think straight. And I think that the gray flag for me in this relationship was that this dude and you hung out in this like platonic fucking way. Even if it was somewhat flirty or whatever, that's just the nature of like male and female relationships until somebody, maybe unbeknownst to the other person, decides that it's fucking platonic.
Sure.
I think you accidentally friend zone yourself. I think that guy should have been trying to bark up your tree. You don't have to permit, but if he wasn't trying to be like, come on, do you want to come over? Like, not in a creepy way. We all know the difference between a man being like, I'm fucking attracted to you, but I'm not a piece of shit, versus like, I'm attracted to you, and if I don't get what I want, then I'm not calling you back.
Right, but there has to be like an initial fire there at first, and it sounds like it was almost too chill, and
exactly.
And I feel like he was okay it didn't matter which way it went. He was okay either way. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like I agree with someone where when you are dating somebody, on both ends, honestly, on my end, you can set boundaries. You can have a boundary. You can be like, okay, I'm not trying to hook up with these people immediately. I'm just trying to like switch things up a little bit. But like, did you want to jump his bones? How were you feeling in this?
It totally, like, day 5 of hanging out every day. I mean, you know, I actually have really specific insight into this because when I met my husband, I did not put out right away. But our relationship had a deafening sexual chemistry, extremely charged. Mm. Also, the timing of us being, and we were like communicative about it. We were like sexy, flirty, and like kind of blunt about certain things. Like, I would not want to relay, like, it's like rated R type shit, but we weren't actually boning or anything.
Yeah.
Because when I first met him, I met him, knew him for 2 days, and then the next week my best friend came to town, and she was sleeping in my bed in my room of like a house, and I was renting a room, so it was like not gonna happen, and I was not gonna be the kind of girl that's like, thanks for making so much time for me, I'm gonna go bone this stranger.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, no.
So we were hanging out with this heavy, hot and heavy vibe of like, one of these days, babe, we're gonna be freaking.
It's out.
And it just, yeah, it does not sound like at any point you guys had that chemistry. At all.
I agree.
I also feel like day 5 with no need or like no roadblocks from stopping y'all from boning or anything, or just not even full boning, just anything. Is too long if I'm going to be really real. Men need to have that super high volume kickstart of passion and attraction, and then coast down onto like a steady, sexy ride for the rest of the time. From my personal experience, like,
sure,
men chime in, but like, I don't know. Signs all say.
But I also have so many questions for this caller, because if I'm dating somebody, the first time I see you, I want to climb on your face. Like, I have to feel like I want to like put your whole entire body into my mouth. You know what I mean?
And chew hard.
And chew as hard as I possibly can.
When they leave to go to the bathroom, you're like biting off a corner of the fucking wooden table.
Exactly. I'm nibbling a chunk out of my own arm. Like,
yeah, giving it to you later, being like,
yeah.
Do you like me?
Like, were you feeling that at all? Like, was this caller feeling that at all?
Yeah.
And if you weren't, then maybe this was just exactly how it was supposed to play out.
Yeah. I think so too. I also think like this sounds like it sounds like, caller, what you have done is everything you're supposed to do. You sound like you have done your work. You're trying to establish something in a way that maybe looks different to like painful experiences in the past, right? It sounds like there might have been a little bit of an overcorrection of like, and like a fear or rejection of passion.
It sounds
it's
like...
okay for things to start with like a passion that feels maybe a little uneasy, you know, or maybe a little intense, you know, like it sounds like what I'm saying is stuff we're not supposed to say, but this is how it goes. This is the goddamn truth.
No, I agree with you. I don't think it's what we're not supposed to say. It sounds like maybe this caller had some work that they wanted to do on themselves. And I think that it's okay to explore that while you're dating. But I also think that, like, I'm not one to say no to my carnal instincts. and you know, that obviously depends on the situation. Like, if I were married to somebody and I thought someone was attractive, I'm not going to go like cheat on my partner, you know what I mean?
Right.
But if I were casually dating and I'm trying to maybe do things a little differently than I would in the past when I was dating, sure. But I do think there's like when the desire comes and you're like, why am I even pushing this away? Like, don't you want to feel that as much as you possibly can?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It sounds like not only was he just not that into you, but it doesn't sound like you were that into him either.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. And it feels nice. Listen, it feels nice to be treated nice. But
I'm just going to be honest, like, emotional connection right out the gate from a man, I don't trust that, to be honest. I don't trust that at all. It's like bullshit. We all know it. We're equal but different, girlfriend, and the men need to be like, you need to be peeling that fucking guy off your body, being like, oh, slow down, rock star, like, you know.
I agree. And again, also, I want to be fun and flirty and fresh. And it feels good to feel sexually desired from a man or from a woman, depending on where you're swinging to. But like, there has to be something to start with, And I don't necessarily think it's the friendship that matters the most
Hell
here.
fucking no. Let's be honest. Hell no. Brothers,
I
stand
think
up.
you get to that. I think you get to that, and I think that part is very important in a relationship when you get there. But yeah, you gotta listen. You gotta want to suck and fuck.
Like, seriously.
Yeah.
You know, caller, I bet you have a lot of great friends. It's not great friends you're looking for.
Right.
You're looking for a second, a little fuck.
A little suck and a little fuck.
Yeah, and to answer your question, do they ever come back around? No.
No.
That man has good friends too.
Yep.
He wasn't looking for another one in you, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid of passion. Maybe as an exercise, go out, find someone you think is hot, chat them up, say crazy shit. Be goofy.
Dude, the
just
craziest
be fucking ridiculous. Hook up with them. See how you feel after. All the therapy in the world cannot replace passion. That's all I'll say.
And on that note, next caller.
We're working on our transitions at the Something Hotline.
Yoo-hoo. Hey,
Yoo-hoo.
I called maybe like a week or two ago, and I talked about trying to break up with my boyfriend of 10 years. And it happened. So, anyway, I'm in the process of separating stuff, moving out, etc. And I am feeling sexy and free, as Jessie J would say. Anyway, I figured you would care for the update since I gave you one to begin with. I hope you have a nice day.
We didn't get your fucking first call.
We never
I
got the
eaten
call.
that call up alive.
I'm so sorry. We never got the goddamn call.
We never got the call, but you know what? You fucking did it, hooker. Round of applause. God, I love when people break up.
I love when people break up. Dude, time to feel the rain on your skin. And no one else can do it for you, and only you can let it in.
Your life is about to look like a fucking Schick razor commercial.
Your life is gonna look like the main character in an indie film. You're gonna smile and dance in the rain, and you're gonna curl your hair behind your ears and do a little side smirk. I am so proud of you, and I hope that
10 years.
Oof, you beat me by 2. You beat me by 2.
Yeah, that's crazy style. I mean,
That's crazy.
You must feel amazing. You should try to call again. Why don't you call us again and let us know how it's going and what happened?
Yeah, I
I'm
need to
dying
know. I need to know how you're feeling living alone. I'm assuming you lived with this person, but I need to know how you're feeling living alone. I have a lot to talk about in this area. So
Yeah.
I would love to know how you're feeling. We would love to know what dating feels like now, too. I would love to
Yeah.
hear all about that.
Gay guy dating is like a black hole.
It is animal style fries from In and
animal
Out.
style fries. It is double animal style.
It is double down boots.
Well, congratulations on being double down boots. Like, I literally love a breakup so much. If I wasn't married and had the most perfect husband in the entire world, I'd be breaking up every other day.
Every other day.
Just for the thrill of it.
the thrill of it all.
I'd have a new boyfriend. I'd break up every fucking day. One a day.
Oh my god, please
Nothing
call back.
Nothing like holding your boundaries, changing your life, learning more about yourself, and going.
And it's
Stop
so
right there.
scary. It's so scary. 10 years,
but
that
you do
is
it
so
just enough.
scary.
Yeah, you're right. You're so right. You were right about that. 10 years is really scary.
It's so scary.
I hope you're letting yourself be scared and sad, but also like being happy and fun and feeling the rain on your skin.
Please call back. Please call back.
Please call back. Tell us how you're doing. Thank you for calling.
Hi. So I have, I guess, just like a rant, a little bit of a rant. And then I want to know your guys' opinion and if you have any similar gripes. So I have some very specific what I would qualify as like my oh no-nos, like just kind of random opinions and like absolutely fuck no, hell no, never things. That if a guy has something about his appearance that are one of my things, or he says something, or he has certain taste, or like does something, there's a mannerism, whatever, once I get going, I can tell you. So I think that's completely fine. Like, honestly, like, and I think that it's quirky.
Let it be known, this is what this caller is just establishing and defining and describing what preferences are. And yes, of course, preferences are normal. They're completely normal.
Yeah, we all have preferences.
For me to have that. Like, it's fun, it's funny. I've made other women that I'm friends with have these same icks. And, you know, it's like yellow Jeep theory. Like, I'm like, yeah, you've never noticed, like, people doing that. And, like, when you do notice, it's, like, disgusting. One of these things is men's ankles being bare and out.
Before she gets into it, what do you think? Ankles, feet out, yes or no? Quick, short answer.
Ankles are fine, feet no.
I don't have an aversion to ankles or feet, but it really depends on how it's done. That's my short answer.
Hold on, one more thing, sorry.
Yeah.
I think that feet are for the girls. That being said, I think feet all shapes or forms can be out by a swimming hole of some sort. That being said, I think my opinion is a little biased. I would prefer no dogs out because I live in New York. You get a splash of the goo on a metro on your foot, and you have trench foot for the rest of your life. That shit just freaks me out. I don't want the toxic sludge on my feet or anybody else's, and that is all I have to say about that.
So, like, I mean, where do I even fucking begin? The trend of men wearing suits with loafers and no fucking socks or no-show socks
is disgusting.
Like, it would be even worse if they're wearing no-show socks. I'm like, as a man, you're wearing those fucking chicken nuggets on your feet? What are you doing, hand washing them? Are you putting them in with your duvet? Do you have a duvet? Like, it begs so many fucking questions. But there's a lot of thought, and there's a lot of reason behind why it bothers me so much and why it's like a fuck no, don't.
It's
come
just because it's
me.
bad. It's bad fashion. It's bad everything.
Obviously not personal, because I'm talking about strangers. I've never dated one of these guys. Okay, close out. Any way, shape, or form. I'm talking in a suit. I'm talking in shorts. I'm talking with sweatpants. I'm talking, like, if you're wearing sandals, why are you wearing sandals? First of all, the only time it's okay to wear sandals, and I'm only talking about flip-flops and slides. The only time it's okay to wear sandals is when you're going to water or the beach or something. You're going to be barefoot. You're going to be
totally
swimming.
Disagree with that.
That has to be near water. And if you're walking around town with your fucking feet out, I cannot even begin to describe how heinous of an offense that is to me. What that says to me is that you don't value the way that you look, the way that I value the way that I look, or you know that it looks bad and you don't care.
I don't like feet either, but listen, this is a self-hatred thing. I have crypt keeper feet. So, like...
I can attest to this.
So, I don't...
Can you imagine the crypt keeper, head to toe clothing, feet out, rawing, trench foot down?
Dude,
it's Bella. It's Bella in the morning
foot,
she wakes up.
Dude, crypt keeper foot, ankle out. What is it? The Scrooge nightgown and
You're in your nightie
and a candle.
Whew, I do not have this mental disability that you guys have about feet on men. But listen, yeah, I hate ugly stuff. What ugly means to me and what it means to other people, I think needs to be totally broken down and clarified, because I don't also value what is maybe traditionally attractive. That's not what I'm thinking of. I like something weird. I'm like
Same.
in the world of like a Calvin Klein model or an Armani model versus a Balenciaga model. I'm going for the Balenciaga model. I want one lazy eye. I want giant fucking nose.
I want a gap tooth.
I want the crypt keeper, but who has whatever proportions God bestowed upon them, or feet or ankles or torso length or whatever. I want a person who knows exactly what they look like, honors what they look like, and uses clothing and hairstyle and skincare and whatever to mitigate or bring out the best of what they've fucking got. Wait. Oh, thank fuck. Okay. My audio is like doing... No, it's fine. I want to see your ankles and your feet if that's a part of an outfit that literally blows the fucking brains out of my head. Like, if you're looking chic, if you're looking fucking hot, sexy down, you've taken care of like a basic pedicure, and if you're like somebody who lives in a hot fuck climate and you're also giving fashionista, like, I'm so pro men's foot and men ankle. I just need you to look fucking perfect.
But tapered, flooded suit not included. No Love is Blind.
My love is fully 2020 vision. I can see you in that suit right now.
Yeah.
It's called No Love 2020 vision. I can see you in your little suit.
I can see you, Barbara.
Both of those things matter immensely to me. And it's not some vapid, like, bullshit, like, you have to be wearing chrome hearts and, Rick Owens. No. You have to give a shit about how you're presenting yourself to the world. And, like, saying that you don't care about that, which this is usually white men that I'm talking about, says so much to me. Like, I'm like, yeah, isn't that nice that you don't have to do that? You can be fucking disgusting and be a CEO. That's so cute. Why don't you put a little bit of effort on, put some lipstick on, run a brush through your hair, put a song on, and try. Like, walk a mile in my fucking heels, bitch. But, so that's what that tells me. It tells me, like, we're kind of just not aligned as people. And it's deeper than me just, like, being icked out by having your ankles out. Or, if you're one of those freaks on, like, Love Island or something that wears a suit with no-show socks with your fucking ankles out and your Oxfords, it tells me that you do care about your looks and you're bad at fashion and you're bad at style and you don't understand why what you're wearing is inappropriate, like, because it's offensive to the eyes. But it's also, like, it makes you look bad and you think you look good. And that's someone that I cannot be in relationship with. It tells me that we aren't going to get along because you don't understand and see the world like I see it.
I don't think that's true. It says to me that you're not attracted to this person in general, but they might totally agree with you on every single viewpoint and moral standing that you have in life.
In fact, I feel like me and Sloan, we can agree on this. We can agree on this hard. We love a friend who is complete opposite aesthetic than us.
Oh my god, I have a very, very good friend who see this man we're describing, your Love Island boy, and go fucking feral full hog down. And I love that bitch.
Love.
And you know what? She's dressed for the part too. Let me just put it that way.
Right. Correct.
We're definitely the kind of friends where you see us out together and everyone's like, wow, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, but
it's
they're
like
the
the
best.
goth girl and the popular girl. In this, like in high school, in this situation, I would be the goth girl. Yeah, I think I can't even believe I'm about to say this because I live my life on the opposite of this principle, but don't judge a book by its cover. I love to judge a book by its cover, but listen, you don't know the contents, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Also, if you're talking about a suitor or somebody that you want to fuck,
yeah, if you're not gonna fuck this guy, you're not gonna fuck this guy.
Yeah.
But maybe let him do your taxes.
Exactly.
You know?
And potentially, if not most likely, you're going to chastise me for the way that I see the world. And make it seem like it's frivolous. Like the way that I put myself together and how much money and how much time I spend on the way that I present myself to the world.
Okay, if a man is spending $1,000 on a bespoke suit that does have his shitty fucking ankles out and his tiny little socks and his $400 leather shoes, he's not going to chastise you on how you choose to present or the frivolity of the way you choose to present yourself. You're just going to disagree on what looks good.
Right.
Is a waste of time because it's immaterial to like who you are as a person, how the world treats you. Like, that shouldn't matter. Like, why are you spending so much time on that? The reason that bothers me when men talk like that about like the way women have to move through the world is because I'm like, yes, it fucking does matter. Like, it does matter. Science-based evidence shows that if you are a more attractive woman, you have a better life. And I don't need science to fucking tell me that.
What I want to know is what was the metric of having a quote-unquote better life? What was the measurement of a quote-unquote better life that they were using? Was it like annual income? Was it general like repeated like mental tests of like, are you feeling suicidal or not? Like what's the metric? I have like more questions about this science back testing.
I have questions too. However, I do believe that pretty privilege is a thing. It's absolutely a thing.
Yeah.
It's absolutely a thing.
100%.
1,000%. 1,000%.
100%. But I also feel like there are some unattractive women with bad taste who are probably very happy, have great jobs, are married.
Oh,
have children.
1,000%.
Or, you know, if that's what that means, they are successful in their lives, whatever that means for them.
1,000%.
Wouldn't subscribe to this ideology that because they are unattractive, and they probably know that, like, honestly,
yeah,
because they're unattractive, they're having a shitty time,
right?
You know.
Yeah.
But women that are more attractive make more money than other women who are less attractive, conventionally attractive. That's a fact. So if you're not going to respect the way that I live my life, and it doesn't align with the way that I live my life, I feel like I should immediately cut someone off if I know that they're a person that has their ankles out. And I think that that's justified. So my final part before this cuts me off, I don't know when it's going to cut me off, so I'm going to hurry the fuck up. I'm almost at work. What are your guys' like, oh no-nos? Like, ew, he just did this, I fucking hate that, you know? Tell me what you think, and am I valid for that? Am I hella valid for that, girls? Tell me.
Well, I think we did just discuss the validity to a lot of these questions. Or
I think that there's like underlying validity to what you're saying, and then there's topical, personal, maybe like more emotionally and experientially driven anger towards men in general.
Yeah, I agree. Which, I mean, I think all of us have that to some degree.
Hey, real quick before we fucking go into it, what's one of your icks?
I was trying to think about this. Usually icks don't come up for me until they're happening. Like, I don't have a list of icks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I remember I have some. Long fingernails on a guy really freak me out. Long fingernails on anyone that aren't like manicured.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I feel like
if I see like the whites of your nail with like crumb under it, I'm like, what the fuck is that crumb doing under your nail?
Yeah, but I think that's just a statement on basic hygiene, though. That's not even like icking. That's just like, so you haven't taken a shower today.
Like, cut your nails.
Yeah.
Irresponsibility, I think, is really unattractive.
I totally agree with that.
Like recklessness.
Recklessness is really... Oh, I get really icked out by... I've told you this before. I get really icked out by, like, cowardice. And
oh, girl, me too.
Just
holy shit.
Being an absolute coward. I cannot... I hate cowards! I hate them!
Dude, it does something to me, like... the way that the Hulk transforms, it's like a Marvel mucus going over all of the DNA in my body and all of the cells in my body.
Yeah.
changing me into a middle school bully.
Yeah.
When I detect cowardice on someone.
Yeah.
Because what it says to me is just like, I do not respect my agency or the people around me. I want everyone else to be an actor in my life and I'm a victim.
Exactly.
Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna give you a fucking swirly.
There's just nothing like brave or sincere about a person like that.
Cowardice, especially in like a sexual male-female relationship. I'm like, okay, what am I, your mummy?
Yeah, do you need some milky? Do you need some milky? Do you want a piece?
How about this? How about a swirly?
Yeah, nerd. How about a swirly and a wedgie? Bitch.
Fuck you, nerd.
Fuck you, nerd. You wanna go in the locker, nerd?
I just keep one locker in the basement. I've like purchased on Facebook Marketplace a locker so I could just jam cowardly nerds into it.
It has like one singular Jonas Brothers poster in it. That's it. Yeah. You go around like you know that you're a coward.
I think that...
Also, sorry, I think I'm screaming like a little bit. You're gonna have to...
Oh, girl, whatever.
All right.
Well, it's okay.
All right.
Only like the severe autist fans are like, actually, the audio sounds like fucking shit. And I'm like, well, keep on listening.
And actually, no one has said that about us.
Right. Well, if you just keep up with the listenership, we can buy microphones that will do the heavy lifting for us.
Right. Do you want to get in here and help out?
Where's your fucking podcast, cowardly nerd?
Yeah, coward, nerd. Yeah, locker time for you, bitch.
Get in the locker. I think this caller needs to get in the locker.
Get in the locker and think about your decisions.
I think this person needs to do exposure therapy by talking to a nice, wonderful gentleman who personally thinks that he looks really nice in like a shitty fucking fuck-ass suit and his ankles are out and he's wearing teeny tiny little dainty little baby toe socks. And let him buy you a drink or whatever. He's probably a gay man, dude. He's probably like DL trade.
DL trade.
You're probably safe. You're probably safer than you thought. Or he's like fully gonna roofie and you, and that's just the truth.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
There's no in between.
If you've ever watched one singular episode of Love is Blind, that is how all of them dress, and they're all actually the worst people on earth. So
wait, actually, maybe we take back everything we said.
So actually, hey, maybe get out the locker.
Your time is up.
Your time is up in the locker.
How do you feel? We'll do a discharge interview.
This is all. It just listen. At the end of the day, it just depends on the motherfucking person. It just depends on the person, and you know what?
Also,
it shouldn't really matter that much because you're not attracted to them anyway. So who gives a hoot?
And if you were attracted to a guy and he pulled up in a suit like that, do you not understand? I know, y'all know the power of a woman over a man's personal style.
Girl.
He doesn't give a shit at the end of the day. If he's pussy whipped by you, burn that suit. He'll be like, I love when you burn my suits.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Put him in the... I mean, God, I love my husband so much. We all know what he looked like. Those who need to know, know. Those who don't know, it doesn't matter. But those who know.
Love you, Dan.
The transformation that went down with that gentleman. Because he's perfect.
It's the girlfriend effect. It's so important. It's so important.
Oh, something else I thought about in my notes that I was just being like a tryhard about was I wonder if women who have this aversion to men's feet feel that way because the shoe subconsciously signals class level and extravagance.
Oh, that's actually something to consider. I would say.
A closed-toed shoe is like a working man's shoe if you really want to be like classist about it, and an open-toe shoe is either kind of giving like bum or it's giving like dandy boy extravagance, like boy king drinking an Aperol spritz on the beach.
I think that would be something to discuss, but I do think in this case, this caller is specifically calling out tapered suit, boat shoe loafer guy, and these are high class people, or not high class. That's a bad word. These are high income people. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But I think like that is I feel like that horseshoes back around to being like extravagant. It's giving like, you know how men these days are all like looks maxing, and it's so gay
Yeah.
and so not masculine.
Yeah.
So obsessed with your presentation when in the good old days, like a blue collar worker man is wearing like a fucking steel toe and like replacing the air filter in your car for you and like showing little to no affection but giving you the world. That's
Yeah,
like,
but that's hot.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's the extravagance of the looks maxing, of the too hollis of it all, of the like men being like Andrew Tate down. That's gay as fuck. I think
Well,
it signals to women like you're giving gay. You're
True.
doing women like you're doing
Yeah.
female ass behavior.
This is female. This is women behavior. This is not a good look. I'm not asking for princess. I'm asking for man.
I'm not asking for princess. Exactly.
Yeah.
I think most situations with this part of the body out in like a high class tailored way is like giving dandy boy.
Give me that. Give me that blue collar boot ankle.
Fucking crypt keeper feet underneath there, and that's the man you want to keep around.
Uh-huh.
I still stand by what I said though. Like if you can pull it off, you can pull it off. Just be like aware of what you're doing. Like if I look down and you're trying to stunt with your toes out and your toes are not manicured, like come on.
Right.
If you're gonna do it,
Do it right.
to completion.
Yeah. Next caller.
Hi, I was calling because I listened to last week's episode, and I have a story about a really horrible Tinder date that actually happened a few years ago. And just to note that I'm in a very loving relationship now with someone I'm obsessed with, but this is something I just still every once in a while think about again and remember, and I just feel like you guys would love to know about it. So I had just moved to a new area and was just, on Tinder and all the other apps, just trying to like meet some people, find out some things about the area I was living in, just like kind of check out, whatever. And then I come across this one guy's page, and his bio just says Google me. And obviously to any sane person that would have been like the red flag and an immediate, like swipe left or whatever.
It says Google me and it's just like arrest records.
But there was something about just the forwardness, and it just seemed like obviously such an asshole thing to say or, write in your bio that I was like, okay, I need to like match with him so I can just kind of like fuck with this guy and humble him a little bit.
Google me is just begging to be bullied. That's all. That's all.
Yeah.
So I did immediate match, and then I kind of just start getting to talk to him and everything, asking him like what the deal is, asking him like what he, does for a living, because I'm not going to Google him, like that's just, so I was kind of like stupid, like, oh, like what do you do?
Look at my LinkedIn.
He is like a CEO, like a part owner of this like multi-million-dollar company, like a tech startup company or something. So he's, like up there, I guess, in the business world. I don't know how money works, but so we get to talking, and I'm still on like the mission of like humble this man, and so still, just kind of like playing dumb, asking him about like what this tech shit is, and then he's just asking a bunch of like really dumb questions, like alluding to the fact that I may have like daddy issues or something based on my like look, which I guess is kind of more what the kids would call like alternative.
Cold open on a date with a goth girlfriend, just going, which one of your parents is dead?
Honestly, gotta say, I love a normie that loves a freak.
I do too.
Love a normie that loves a freak.
But then the sad reality of it is, if you ever try to actually make it work with that person, you're not a real person. You're a character.
Yeah. That's true.
You're a total fucking character. You're like the one goth girl from the Fairly Odd Parents. Was it Fairly Odd Parents or Ben 10? The hot goth girl?
That's Ben 10, girl. That's Ben 10.
Yeah, that sexy girl from Ben 10. You are a one-dimensional cartoon.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
A person is like, nope, you cannot be anything but that. I love that he's like, so which one molested you, your dad or your unk? Because I'm gonna do the same thing. He immediately sits you down and he's like, I like play. What do you think?
It's like,
His ankle, it, like, just a little pre-cum dribbles down his exposed ankle off of his bespoke tailored suit into his ankle sock.
His ankles are showing. He says, I love some ass play. I love some poopy caca play, some doo-doo play.
He looks at you and goes, okay, so are we whipping and we chaining? Because I ain't planing.
I ain't playing about that whipping and chaining. Anyway, tell me how you feel about some doo-doo.
And then he's like, let's talk portfolio. What's your spread?
Let's talk numbers. Let's talk numbers while you whip and chain me.
And then you like are about to actually answer because you too have a beautiful burgeoning investment account. And he goes, actually, I can help you with that Pookie.
He goes, actually, I think that's wrong.
He said, let daddy invest for you.
Ew. What's the,
And he clicks his ankles together like Dorothy.
he claps his hands and feet together.
Are we ready to go home? Let's go home. Maybe they're all right. Maybe they're right about us. We're all just a bunch of dumb crumb scum bums. Dumb crumb scum bums. All these women.
Okay, just fucking press play, dude.
So he's definitely kind of like slightly like fetishizing that a little bit, I think. But anyways, still a mission to humble him. Agree to go on a date. Also kind of contemplating the fact like maybe I'll kind of make him like fall madly in love with me or something, and then I'll like, you know, fools on him, and then I will, you know, just secure the bag and run. So anyways, we go on, we're kind of like texting a little bit back and forth. I guess our first date was not even really a date. It was like a concert that I went to, and I invited like 3 other Tinder guys.
That is insane.
I love that. That's so fun.
Guys, we all have a lot in common. I think we're all attracted to me. I'm not attracted to any of you.
Hey, you guys might be attracted to each other for all we know.
Hey, anything could happen at the con. It sounds like to me she said, I invited these men to a conference. I thought she said, and I now can hear that she's saying concert, I think, but I thought she said I invited these guys to a conference, and I'm just imagining her with like a lanyard and a name tag being like, hey guys, I brought my 45 Tinder dates to my conference.
She's asking everybody to give like a very, very elaborate spreadsheet about their incomes.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
Just to see like who would show up, and then they all did, and he actually ended up leaving. But then he still wanted to hang out afterwards. And so I was like, okay, sure. So we went on like an actual proper date. We went out to rooftop bar, whatever. He asked me what I drank. I picked like top of the shelf champagne. Okay. Like we're really going for it. So have a few drinks. And then he asked if we want to go get food somewhere. Sure. We walked to get food. He buys me food. All is great so far. Still just kind of asking him like really dumb questions about his like investing, his tech startup, you know, playing like dumb girl. And then just like really making him, you know, kind of like over-explain things to me until like he feels like a dumbass about it. So then at some point, I guess we go back to his house. We're a little bit tipsy. We start like making out, and then, you know, start doing some other stuff. Okay, so this is where everything just kind of switches up on me. We're making out. He unzips my pants, and I was wearing those like jeans that had kind of like a zipper all the way from like the belly button to the asshole, you know, like it fully wraps around.
Right.
Maybe, like, you know.
Something we can all relate to. What? Like cold zipper on all of your majora and menorah?
All the
menorah?
flaps.
The menorah?
The menorah. Majora's Mask, Zelda.
And then your Hanukkah menorah? You have all that up there, and then you're zipping it up.
You're telling me you have a menorah in those pants?
And the only thing keeping that menorah in your cooter is one big YKK zipper? I can like feel those pants on me in a way that I wish I couldn't. You know what I'm saying?
I have some latex underwear like that, and if I zipped them down too fast, something would get caught.
Whew!
Yeah. Something would get caught. The menorah.
I don't know anything about anatomy. It's actually so embarrassing. I haven't seen my vagina since I was like, never. Not once. I don't want to talk to it.
I don't want to look it in its eyes.
It looks at me and it looks up and it goes, I don't want to be around anymore. I go, hang on, buddy, it's all good. And then I zip it, hold a hole in a pair of pants.
Little sexy
That's
flirty.
Flirty? Okay.
He said that girl's a freak.
It's like in the summer, and obviously the zipper of the jeans doesn't have like a backing on the inside. So the zipper teeth were kind of like, lined up against my skin when I was like sitting down in the bar and restaurant all night. So it left, like an indentation of like up my like pelvic area. Vertical one, mind you. So first, there are many red flags, but what I'm going to call the first major red flag is that he asked me, he unzips it, sees the indentation, says, oh my God, that's so hot.
Give us his name. We need to check the flight logs.
This guy is looking for a cutter.
This guy's looking for a cutter.
This guy's looking for a cutter, dude.
This guy is a Cronenberg head. That man watches the movie Crash 25 times a day.
1,000%.
And for that, he kind of gets a little bit of street cred with me. I'm not going to lie. Crash is literally on my bedside table right now. I'm a Cronenberg head.
I don't know. This guy, it's more like he's like rubbing your self-harm scars and is like, tell me what happened type of thing.
Millionaires have a hunger for human flesh.
Yeah.
Is that a C-section scar? And I just like,
I love that.
Started
C-section
laughing
scar is
because I thought he
crazy.
was joking, and then he just kept looking at it and like rubbing it. And I was like, "Oh my God, this guy's fully fucking real."
Mm-hmm.
First of all, he does not realize that cesarean section scars on the external portion of a woman's body are vertical, not horizontal.
That's
but also,
crazy.
secondly, like, what the fuck? That is such a weird thing to say. Like, no. Again, just kind of all came back to me. What I'm thinking, at least, was him kind of like fetishizing this weird, like, what I think he wanted was like this like alt girl with like mommy or daddy issues, but what he got was like me trying to basically steal his money and have loving parents. For the 18 millionth time, I was like, oh my God, this guy's such a fucking loser. So anyways, like, I'm on a personal mission now. I'm committed, so I've got to, keep up my spiel. So we're making out. He takes my hand. My pants obviously unzipped. He takes my hand, puts it on his crotchal region, and not to my surprise, very small, obviously, but what do you expect from a little, high on their horse CEO millionaire? Anyways, the night proceeds. Things are getting hot and heavy, I guess you could say, or at least just heavy. And more clothes are coming off. We get to doing other things. And all of a sudden, he looks me dead in the eyes. And this was like red flag number, basically my 13th reason. But he looks me dead in the eyes, and verbatim, he tells me, do you love that BBC? Or he asked me. Okay, so at this point, I am fucking flabbergasted. Because, I'm pretty sure, like, I know what a BBC is, and I am very sure that he does not have one. He is a very small,
yes,
very
girl,
small
we all know what a BBC is.
And so I'm just, like, in my head thinking, okay, maybe there's, like, a different meaning. I don't know. Whatever, I've had a few cocktails at this point. We're just seeing what happens. Maybe I'll still get some cool gifts out of this. I don't fucking know. I was bored. Okay? So just kind of like brush it off, whatever. We're still making out some more. The night takes its course. And then all of a sudden, he looks at me and he just like full eye contact for like way too long. And he just says, tell me how much you love Daddy's BBC. And I'm like, what? Like, again? I was like, maybe the first time I misheard. Maybe it meant something else. But, like, no, he's really going for it. So I was just like...
Twice is a mission.
Twice is commitment.
Mm-hmm. He's like, no, I'm not... tell me.
Please.
I could not bring myself to say that, so I just, like, I don't know, said something else. Thought it would suffice.
Big, beautiful cranium. Brass... brushed brass... coffee table.
Billionaire Boys Club.
Please tell Daddy how much you love his Billionaire Boys Club. Please tell Daddy how much you love his brushed brass coffee table.
And then he just kind of keeps up, like, with his, whatever, I guess, his version of dirty talk. I don't fucking know. Like, just kept saying shit like, how many big guys have you been with? Like, how many guys have you been without once? Again, I'm pretty sure just trying to kind of, like, fetishize this, like, you know, poor girl with mommy or daddy issues or something. But that was, again, like, not my situation. Sorry, bud. But anyways, after a few more comments like that, I just got to a point where I was like, oh my god, okay, this guy's a fucking wacko. Like, he could kill me. I don't know. So I literally hop right off that dick, run into the bathroom, and immediately fucking texting my girlies and just be like, you are never going to guess what fucking happened. Like, this guy is so weird. I was like, I can't do this. Like, I gotta go. So I go back out of the bathroom, put my clothes all back on. I'm like, hey, I gotta go home. And I think I gave him like a really, really dumb excuse, like something like, I gotta feed my cat or something. Like, my middle of the night.
I've used that excuse.
I was just like, you know, had to get out of there at that point. Couldn't do it any longer without laughing and didn't want to, like, you know, blow my cover. So he calls me an Uber home, get home. Immediately I'm like, call one of my best guy friends to tell him about it on my drive home. And I'm like in literal tears because I cannot stop laughing at this situation. And the Uber driver, mind you, I was like, how did he talk to us at that point? Just wasn't even being spatially aware. The Uber driver is listening to this the entire time. And he's like, was that for real, or was that a movie? And I was like, no, that actually fucking happened. And then him and I are both giggling about it. And he's like, what the fuck? Like, I'm so sorry. And, you know, I'm just telling him it was like, whatever, you know, something I signed myself up for. And, you know, obviously, luckily, thank God, like, I'm safe. But just like, what a weird fucking night. So moral of the story is, like, you can't trust anyone who's a millionaire. They're all fucking weirdos and creeps.
Correct.
And also, shout out to all the sugar babies, because that shit is hard. I thought it was something I could just go in, secure the bag, maybe get like some cool things from it.
Never underestimate the freak of a man willing to pay women for sex.
So true.
Ever.
So
and
true.
never underestimate a woman who bodies that shit for a living. Ever.
Okay? It's hard
War
work.
War stories.
It's trenches.
They have trench foot. And they're doing it all with trench foot.
I don't know, just kind of corrupt this man whose bio literally just said, who's so full of himself, his bio literally just said, Google me.
You thought you were going to win a boss fight against a small white man whose bio said Google me, and then he said, look at my BBC.
No, but she just, I feel like this caller just wanted to, like, challenge herself into shaming them and robbing at them. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. It's naive, but a valiant effort.
Exactly, correct. And honestly, this guy, listen, there's nothing wrong with a little role playing, but this guy sounds like he has severe body dysmorphia and watches way too much porn.
So, you know, mission humble him ended up in me getting humbled
Period.
and scarred for life. But, yeah. That was it. Would love to know your thoughts on this, because every once in a while I just remember it and I'm like, what the fuck was that night? Who the fuck was that guy? And also knowing, I'm like, one of these days I'm going to like see this guy on the news or something and I'm going to be like, yep, I knew him at one point in my life. But anyways, just another thing I'd love to ask advice on is I just moved to a new area and I'm in my early 30s. Would love to know any advice for how to make friends when you are this age. It's really fucking hard, I feel like, unless you're going to like a bar or something. Like, how do you just meet friends in your, you know, late 20s, early 30s in an organic way? That's it. Otherwise, love the podcast. Keep it up. And hope to hear what you guys think of my little story. Bye.
Oh, thank you.
Cute. Why is everyone averse to the bar? Not everyone in the bar is like getting crunk or is like a fucking freak a leak. Like, the bar is a safe place for people who don't drink also, because at the end of the day, we go to the watering hole. We're animals, we go to the watering hole. And some people in the watering hole are drinking soda water bitters. Like,
correct.
Go
Just
to the bar.
Steer clear of the love bombing people on cocaine.
Yeah, like, there's different characters in the bar. You know which ones to engage with and ones to not.
Yeah.
I think that's a good way. Or just be comfortable putting yourself out there, like, at a show. go by yourself. Go to like things that are interesting to you and like reflect your interests, like art openings or whatever the fuck you're into, and then just like chat.
Yeah, that's it. You just have to be comfortable taking yourself somewhere alone and talking to someone if you feel like it.
Yeah.
That's
And
all.
don't be afraid to make the first move, like in a friend way. Be like, yo, let's be friends on Instagram. We can be parasocial friends. Like, whatever,
Yeah.
you know? What a fucking crazy little story.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Next caller?
Hello. I'd like to confess something. I masturbated in my friend's bathroom a lot. Yeah, I just watched porn in his bathroom. So yeah, I just want to confess that. And also, yeah, I'm gay. So yeah.
Okay, something tells me that we're some of the first people he has said that to.
I also believe that this is a sincere call.
I think this is a closeted gay man who is most likely sexually attracted to his friend.
I was going to say the exact same thing.
Yeah, and then just needed to bust one out in the bathroom.
Yeah, like, do we have a physical attraction to this friend of yours? Does this bathroom just feel incredibly safe to you? I think it's the friend, though. I do think it's the friend.
Yeah, and, like, what kind of porn are we watching? Because, like, it's gotta be gay porn, right? If it's, like, not, but you're gay and you're, like, thinking about your homie in his bathroom. Like, there's a part of this that is, like, exhibitionary.
Mm-hmm.
You're in there instead of just like at your own crib or whatever, because the idea of jerking off in your friend's bathroom probably while your friend is there is doing something for you.
Yeah, like, are you hoping you're gonna get caught to some degree?
Yeah, like that's what's charging you up. Dude, you want to jerk off your friend, and you know what? I feel like all dudes are gay. He'll probably let you jerk him off for sure.
That's so true. That's so true.
All guys are a little bit gay. It's like so threatening. What do you want me to be? A man? Probably. I hope that you come out and just be gay, because like it's 2026 and like being a gay guy is like what being a white straight male used to be. You're on the top of the food chain.
Yeah, and you know, granted you have like a support system that is there for you, but
I mean, even if you don't, you'll just have like 10 to 20 annoying white women who are desperate to be your friend and say yes to everything that you do.
And also just like a really enriching community.
Yeah.
So, yeah, hopefully
try to jerk your friend off, but maybe ask him first.
And then call us back.
And let us know how it went. All guys are a little gay. Any man I know will just be like, whatever, you could jerk me off.
It's not gay.
It's gay.
It's gay.
As hell.
It's gay. It's definitely gay.
All right, dude, last caller.
Last caller.
So I wanted to share this story because it's, you know, in hindsight, years later, kind of funny and a little fucked up. But it's a story about doing something shitty in order to get what I want.
Never
so
done
the story
it.
starts, I'm 19.
Never.
And I'm dating my first real girlfriend. We'll call her Kelly. Kelly and I date for about a year or so. And it's very serious. And eventually it kind of phases out, and she had broken up with me. However, she was already pretty integrated into my friend group. We had a lot of mutual friends, and so eventually, after some time passed, her and I had started hanging out again. And I think we had like hooked up once, and then, you know, me and my friends, we would all go skating, and she would show up, and like, you know, she had a house with some mutual friends and roommates, so like, you know, I would go and hang out with my friends, and she was there, and it was no big deal. You know, there was still some level of intimacy, and like, we did that for like I don't know how long, maybe 4 months, 5 months. We're like intermittently through those few months, maybe hooking up once or twice a month, but it was never like, I don't know, anything super serious. But, you know, while we weren't exclusive, you know, she actually had kind of picked up a guy that she was talking to, and eventually he came in and started hanging around. And I didn't realize how, like, possessive I was until, like...
Classic.
Men.
Classic. Men. Don't
I
let
didn't
them
realize,
until you can't have them.
Exactly. I didn't realize we were in a situationship until I couldn't have it anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
She finally brought a fucking new guy around, so of course the second he comes around, I'm like, oh fuck no, like you can't, that's my girl, dog. So after like a few weeks of him being around, I think it was when one day like we had gone skating and I actually like talked to him, and he was really strange. I just didn't like him regardless of the situation. I was like, dude, this guy sucks. I would never hang out with this guy. So later that night, we had gone back to Kelly's house, and it's like kind of a party. Like, it was pretty common for us to go there for no occasion, but to just drink a bunch of beer, get really drunk, and like smoke cigarettes.
Fun.
So at some point in the night, I'm talking with this guy that she's saying, let's call him Gabe. And Gabe is telling me that he has broken things off with his wife and has gotten a divorce and everything.
The
and, like,
wife of it all with like high school or like fresh out of high school age people. I'm like, right.
Right.
What?
Right.
Plot twist, he's 47.
Really odd behavior.
Yeah.
He's now dating and everything. And, you know, props to me, being drunk and like 20, but my like gut, he was yelling at me that like this guy is fucking lying.
Yeah, girl.
This guy is lying, and I don't know what I'm going to do with this information, but there's something sus about this guy, and you know, I don't believe a fucking thing he's saying. So as the night winds down, everybody's drunk, and typically if like you're too drunk, you just kind of crash on the couch or put a pillow on the floor. Very, very early 20s kind of like just drunk party house kind of thing. So, you know, the night winds down and I'm going to go crash on the couch in the living room. And I lay down, all the lights are off. And like, as I'm about to start falling asleep, I keep hearing a phone vibrating. And like, I feel it. It's like so close to me. Like it's not that I'm hearing it, it's that I am feeling it. It keeps waking me up.
And I swallowed it.
And so eventually, like, it buzzes, and I kind of go, what the fuck? And, like, I'm laying on someone's jacket. So I was like, oh, okay, let me move it. And, like, I look at the jacket, and I was like, this thing's fucking ugly. Who the fuck would wear this thing? And I realize it's fucking Gabe's. It's this ugly fucking jacket for this ugly fucking dumbass dude, right?
Gabe with a fugly jacket.
So I have like a That's So Raven brain blast, and I go, oh shit, the stars have aligned, I have an idea. And so I go into his pocket and I grab his phone, and no fucking way, like my earlier suspicions, he's getting texts from someone named Julia going, hey, where are you? Where are you? Just like all of those vibrations I was feeling while I was trying to sleep were texts coming from what I suspect to be his fucking wife.
Oh my God.
So bad.
I was right. He was bullshitting earlier. This dude is like obviously lying to some poor woman and is out with a bunch of kids drunk in some girl's bed.
Ugh.
So
Ew.
obviously I try and unlock his iPhone, but there's a password. So I kind of just like put the phone back in his pocket. I don't think I took a photo of his screen, but I do remember I put the phone back in his pocket, and I was like, fuck, dude, I was so right. What am I going to do here? So I'm laying there, and obviously I can't sleep. I'm so satisfied with myself because I was so fucking right about this. And so I'm like, should I take a picture of his screen with my phone and then show Kelly so she can go like, oh, fuck. But then she's going to go, why the fuck were you going through his pockets? Either way, it was like going to be an awkward thing. And I was like, I gotta figure this out. So I'm laying there, And I have another That's So Raven brain blast. And I remember that the iPhone had just been updated to have a feature in 2015 called Hey Siri. And it was so fresh of an update. I guess they didn't think of like the security risk, but it gave you the ability to talk to the phone and tell it what to do. So I shoot up off the couch again, and I look at the series of texts that come in from this girl, Julia, and I go, hey, Siri, text Julia and say, hey, I'm staying at Kelly's tonight. And the fucking goosebumps that happen when I see the phone type that shit out and send it. And I lay down and I just throw the jacket to the other side of the room because I'm like, dude.
That is a stunning, gorgeous, beautiful, nostalgic
That's
2015 story.
Yeah, it's so good. It is so good. Shout
what
out
a fucking time.
Shout out to old iPhones too.
Shout out Siri.
Shout out
Shout out
Siri.
2015. God damn, that was a good year.
I know this phone is about to blow the fuck up and I'm going to sleep. And I think I was probably so stoked I had a boner or something. That shit was electric.
You deserved that one.
James
You
Bond
deserve that, Boney.
level mastermind here. So the next morning when I wake up, I wake up and I'm kind of out of it, a little hungover. And I remember what I did, and I'm like kind of smirking to myself. And no one's at the house. I think everyone had gone to work or is out doing anything. So I got in my car, I went back to my dorm, just cleaning up, made myself some lunch or whatever. And then I get a call later that night from Kelly. Mm-hmm. And I guess this ugly dude Gabe had told Kelly that someone went through his phone and like sent a text and whatever.
Such ugly ass
Kelly
behavior.
asked me, like, did you do this or blah, blah, blah. I'm just trying to figure it out because this has this dude Gabe super distressed and was causing problems.
Yeah, I bet he would be.
I wonder why.
Tell her everything that was happening. So I go, yeah, no, but what? How did someone get into his phone? Does he not have a password on his shit? And she's like, yeah, I guess that's kind of the mystery here is that he did have a password on his phone, but somehow someone got into his phone and sent out a bunch of text messages that are causing him some issues. And I'm sitting here like so confident because I've got the rock solid alibi of being like, oh yeah, how the fuck would I get into his phone? I got no idea. So, I feel bad for lying to Kelly and,
Yeah, my question is like, why didn't you just tell her right away? I would have been like, wake up right fucking now. Homeboy's wife is calling. You should answer the phone.
Yeah, but when you're 20, it's very high emotions. I feel like this caller didn't want to be the op for weird, ugly Gabe.
Yeah.
And he was worried about his relationship with Kelly. So I mean, I get it. I guess in theory, I understand.
From one human to another, like I obviously feel kind of bad for causing this dude probably some serious distress.
No, he deserved it. He deserved it.
Nope.
He deserved it.
This fool is having an affair with a child.
Yeah.
Probably early 20s or very, very late teens.
Yeah.
He's married, so like, how the fuck old is this guy? And he's married.
Yeah.
Fuck this guy, this ugly ass, jacket ass bitch.
Fuck this guy.
But from the perspective of the male ego, game is game, brother. I'm sorry, man, but game is game. And if you don't have your shit on lock, someone who wants it more is going to come in and take your shit.
Period.
And I still kind of feel that way to this day, So, needless to say, Gabe never came back around.
That's right.
Great.
Gabe was never seen again, and I don't think Gabe ever talked to Kelly ever again.
Great.
So, in his absence, it was my time to swoop in.
Yep.
And it worked. My plan absolutely worked. I swooped in. We spent more time together. Ugly Gabe's out of the picture. And Kelly and I ended up dating, I think, for probably like 6, I don't know, maybe 8 more months. Yeah, and it was great. We eventually broke up and had a pretty severe falling out. We spent years not talking to one another. But with anything, time had passed. And I can't remember what year this was, but eventually in 2020, 2021, Kelly and I kind of reunited as friends. Just because we had spent some of our most formidable years together. It's hard to have those memories with someone and then just kind of throw them away. At least for me, I've always had those problems where it's like, I spent all this time dating someone, I invested all this time, and then we're just never going to talk again.
Yeah.
Sometimes that makes sense, but in this case, it was like, I feel like we kind of had to be friends.
Yeah, it's like formative year love.
Now it's 2026, and I'm happy to say that me and Kelly almost talk every single day.
Let's fucking go.
I love that.
We bicker like brother and sister as not to be weird.
Hot.
I actually even set her up with one of my best friends, and they've been dating for I think 4 years now. So we've completely reconnected and had a lot of stuff to work through and are now very solid friends, and she's my number one when it comes to any emergency.
Cute.
And, eventually as things got, healed up and whatnot, I think it was about a year ago that I go, hey, you remember that fucking guy from back in the day? Ugly, gross, bald, Gabe dude? And I came clean, and I told her the entire story. And it felt good, to be honest, and it felt even better to be like, I'm the fucking puppet master here. But yeah, she thought it was pretty funny and a little fucked up, but cooler heads always prevail. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Her and I are great friends. Gabe is gone, and yeah, life has turned out pretty good. So yeah, I just wanted to share that story. I know this is super long-winded, but it's a story that has taken almost 10 years to completely close and has ended up with a very happy ending with some very sinister action.
Wow.
Hey, listen. Game is game. And you, my friend, are the hardest player of them all. Also, this caller is a girl's girl and an ally.
Yeah.
And how sweet is it to be the 20-year-old who taught old boy a hard lesson? And then ultimately you're absolutely absolved of sin at the end.
You're free. Clutched up.
You're free.
I want to score this story with some very 2015 ass music.
It's so good.
I guess it begs the time old tale of, is the act of retrieving the information that's incriminating more incriminating than the incriminating information?
Right.
If you have to go through somebody's phone, if you feel compelled to do that, and to break that ultimate trust, and you find exactly what you were looking for, who's more wrong? And I always think it's the person with the sus shit on the phone than it is the person being like, I'm having a gut feeling, I gotta get into this phone.
It's absolutely, I totally agree.
I mean, I felt like I was there, and I felt like I was listening to fucking... What were you listening to in 2015?
In 2015, I was listening to Purity Ring.
Oh my god.
Yeah, My little arms around you.
2015.
Drake.
Yeah, 2016 was like a huge rap year for me.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what? We'll make a little 2015 playlist.
Oh, that'd be so
and link
cute.
it for y'all for this as our walk-off song for episode fucking 2. You guys are fucking insane. I want more. Please don't stop. Show us your big daddy BBC in the voicemail. And we'll see you next time.